So Zillow's been hit with a number of lawsuits here in the last couple of weeks, month. Let's jump in and take a look. So the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, sues Zillow and Redfin over illegal agreement to suppress rental advertising. So what they found out, or what they're alleging, is that Zillow is paying Redfin so that Zillow has more rental listings. And it is creating an unfair marketplace and allowing Zillow to really corner the market on the rental listings. Earlier in the week, there's this class action lawsuit, and it doesn't seem to be really going anywhere right now, but I think it's going to have some legs as it moves forward. But basically, it's saying that there's a RESPA violation, and RESPA is undue compensation, and they're also steering clients as well, and that's what the lawsuit alleges. And I've said this for years that Zillow is created this huge ecosystem around real estate. It's backed by big money. We're talking about BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, all of these huge investment funds have piled into Zillow to make it one of the biggest real estate websites in the world. And they're steering clients, is what they're doing. They're going in, and when you take and sign up for Zillow, if you're out there as a buyer and you're on Zillow and you look at a property and you say, hey, I want to see this property, you click on it. And what we know now is that they're steering clients towards the Zillow Premier agent who's willing to get out their credit card or whatever it is and pay to be at the top of Zillow. It has nothing to do with your qualification as an agent. It has everything to do with how big your pocketbook is. Then within that ecosystem, Zillow is demanding a 40% referral fee back to them, and it's not being disclosed. Also, at the broker level, at the agent level, those agents are required to use their client relationship management system, which costs them more money, and they're also required to send a certain percentage of those buyers to Zillow Home Loans. So Zillow has their own home loan company, and they're steering clients into Zillow Home Loans. And if you don't do that as a premier agent, you're downgraded. So they have a way of tracking, monitoring, because they went and bought Go High Level, which is the client relationship management system, and they're able to track and monitor all of the activity within every lead that Zillow originates. And so we're talking about millions and millions of leads that are being originated through the Zillow platform, and they're all being steered through these requirements for the premier agents within the platform. Also, Zillow is making the news for a sexual harassment lawsuit that was ignored through Zillow, and now it's coming back and resurfacing. And so, pretty shocking allegations, but with a company the size of Zillow, lawsuits like this are just part of daily business. Whether or not they go anywhere, we'll see what happens. But I think that the message for Zillow Premier agents out there, and I'll speak from experience. Back in the 90s and 2000s, I brokered loans. I did it for over 10 years. And when the market went upside down in 2008 and all the lenders closed, every lender I ever worked for or associated with is out of business today. And what I discovered is that I was a uh, cheap labor source for Wall Street with zero accountability by Wall Street. And I remember overnight, I was left unemployed, and I had nothing to fall back on. There was no severance, there was no anything. And I made the switch into real estate. And I see the same thing for Zillow Premier agents today. I think that Zillow Premier agents are relying on Zillow for their leads. They're relying on Zillow for their leads, which is the lifeblood of their business. And through these lawsuits, I think Zillow is going to be forced to change into either a pure brokerage model, where you sign up and you have your license with Zillow the broker, or they're going to have to make changes in the way they make their money. Right now, they're making 40% referral fee on every lead they generate, and there's also sign up fees, and then they have Go Live High Level, which they purchased, and they're requiring agents with them to use Go High Level. All of these are revenue streams, and that's really what Zillow is about. Every company is about that, generating revenue, making money. But I think for agents who are relying on Zillow for their lifeblood, which is the leads that come in, you really need to look at what your business model is and understand that you need to start generating your own business. And so my point here is I have the Bold Trail Academy. The Bold Trail Academy, I show agents how to use the resources within EXP, the brokerage, to generate their own leads. That's what you need to be doing. Within this, I have my classrooms that are set up. In these classrooms, I show you how to generate your own leads. I started off the year with 12 weeks of lead generation right here. I went into the upgrades to the platform. We looked at how to do open houses, using AI to be more efficient as an agent. And right now I'm in my Bold Trail Mastery series where I'm showing you how to use the platform to really turn leads that come in into clients. And within this, what we're finding is that online leads are taking 12 to 18 months to close, to convert. And within that time period, using the tools within this platform to convert that client, that lead into a client, you're really building relationships. And that's really the heart of what we do as real estate agents is we build relationships with clients. And I can't tell you how many great leads turned into clients, and now they're good friends. And something I do, I am a professional chef. I cook my way through college. I make sourdough bread a couple times a month, and I give it away to my clients. I love doing that. It's something I love to do. The idea of being a baker, it doesn't really appeal to me, but I love to bake. And yeah, I give sourdough bread. I have bread I'm baking this afternoon, and it's all spoken for, and it's just a great way to connect. And that's really what we need to focus on as agents. Um, we statistically, the Zillow leads, they're closing 0.04%. So one about less than 1/2 of 1% of all Zillow leads close. And I think a big reason why that is because um, Zillow has turned agents into people that just simply open up doors. And if you can't do it right then, if you can't drop everything you're doing and go and open that door, they're going to move on to the next agent. So I think the day of reckoning for Zillow is upon us. I think these lawsuits are going to have a major impact, but you don't have to have your business go down with the ship. You really need to focus on generating your own leads, and that's what I show agents how to do. So that's my take on the Zillow lawsuits. I would love to hear your opinions on them. And if you are one of those agents that is relying on Zillow for your lead production, and you're looking for a way to do it yourself, looking for a way to be self-sufficient as an agent and really build relationships, that's what I show agents how to do. That's what I've done with my business, and it's very rewarding and successful. So that's my take on it. My name's Alex. I'm with EXP. I'm out of the Sacramento market. And I've built my brokerage within EXP around showing agents how to be successful and generate their own leads. So that's my take. I look forward to your comments. Please share this with other people. Give me a like, and I'll catch you on the next video.